normally always plays Orc these days, but with some exceptions. We saw earlier that against Guhi, he played his old undead race. Through some difficulty, he was able to succeed there. Whoa! LawLiet is playing the Warden, trying to show off against his opponent. I think it's better than it looks at first glance. The Warden normally is a hero who, to excel, really needs to be able to get kills. And mainly that's bad against Orc, because normally Orc against Night Elf goes for Grunts, and Grunts are tanky and hard to kill. But if there's Headhunters involved, it's a different story. Then the Warden has it much easier to get kills. So, I think if the Night Elf is facing Headhunters, then the Warden is a much more reliable choice than normally. And of course, it is the LawLiet signature hero. Pendant of Energy, good item for the Warden to start things off. A little bit of bonus experience here from the peon. Shadow Priest picked up. LawLiet is sacrificing a bit of lumber here early with the Ancient of War repair. Wants to creep up the Warden and level her as well as possible. Of course, as we know, that's always her main objective.
Player's forces are under attack.
We do see more headhunters here by XiaoKai. I would have liked to see him, upon scouting the Warden, go more into grunts and less into headhunters. But this is his comfort strat. The fancier headhunters that we've seen now for many, many years. And here we see the classic Warden power leveling on Echo Isles. Excellent map for Warden Ancient of War creeping. And that's going to be a fast level 3. Whoops. One Ancient of War did here towards the end, but the one was level 3 already. Not the end of the world. XiaoKai trying to get away with his army before the Warden finds her quarry. Alright, one target has been acquired. And that's an easy kill.
Forces are under attack.
But the Fassi here about to reach level 3 already. That's not too bad. And now LawLiet a little bit in the dark. Doesn't know exactly where to find the opponent. I guess now he will. A bunch of mercs. Decent dispel. Early game from the Shadow Priests.
Player's forces are under attack.
And the Warden finding the next target. Yep, that's exactly it. Headhunters having a tough time. Oh, is that enough for the dot to kill him? I guess so. Oh, nice deny. Right before the dot executed him. LawLiet gonna expand here? Mass Dryad Expo? Possibly. Fassier creeping up heavily here. Oh, whoops. Unfortunately, losing one grunt to the creeps. If the Warden was to show up here, this could be kind of a disaster. LawLiet's looking everywhere, but not quite in that one spot. Raider Walker now being made available.
A player's forces are under attack.
Farseer just keeps on creeping. Farseer's getting strong, but the issue is Farseer is not a very effective hero against Dryads. Not in the least. Oh, Warden. Can she find the hero kill here? I don't think so. Farseer has a little bit too much HP. That's the TP forced at least. Committing to the Fan of Knives, wasting a bit of mana here. Warden's experience is not that high yet. Now, finally, we get the Dryads joining.
A player's forces are under attack.
We got a shop coming up in the main base as well. As the Warden here is creeping up, this should be level 4 for her. Oh, and XiaoKai proving determined here. Determined to attack. Did he order the towers already? Does he have enough resources here to make the towers? I wonder. Entangled Goldmine isn't ready yet. Oh, but indeed at least one tower is coming up. Piercing damage from the Headhunters against the Dryads can be really good here as well. Warden has to do level 2 Fan of Knives, using it right away. We have Heal Wave and 1 Heal Scroll against it. Serpent Wards could also be pretty good. Warden has a lot of mana though. Just waiting for the next Fan of Knives. There it is. Heal Scroll perhaps a little bit too late. Warden now taking lots of damage, but there's the Heal Potion on top of everything else. And gets the level 5 here, and now that Fan of Knives is real scary. And looks like LawLiet has enough. Easily enough, I almost want to say. To hold this attack. Towers never came up. And the Warden ends up being a success. Getting kind of close to level 6 even towards the end. So LawLiet with his favorite hero able to win the first map in just under 10 minutes. I'm sure that was the kind of game that LawLiet enjoys when it's with his favorite hero, the trademark Warden. You know, he's having a good time. Sean Wright with the resub, thank you very much, says, I don't understand. If you see Warden, why not switch to Grunts? Yeah, I also think Grunts would have been the better choice here. Also, you know, Blade Master would have been better, but that's his playstyle. XiaoKai loves Farseer, loves Headhunters, and I guess with that he becomes a bit easy to predict, a bit easy to counter. It's not even like the Warden is the most insane counter of all time, though she can work well against Headhunters. I would say Keeper. Keeper even more so. I think Keeper is insanely good against Headhunters. Maybe a consideration for the following map. And that will be XiaoKai's choice. What's he going to pick? Does he stand a better chance on his map choice. Hopefully so. Because that first attempt was, yeah, not that close of a game, if we're honest. Of course, looking at the group ahead of the matches today, we all knew that Colorful and LawLiet were going to be the big favorites. It was going to be fairly unlikely that they would be beaten. But every now and then you have those 1 in 1,000 performances where the players overperform and play their hearts out. Today, Guhi and XiaoKai didn't come close, really, to beating the Night Elf Juggernauts. I guess XiaoKai also could have had the option to play Undead here. Undead versus Night Elf instead of Orc versus Night Elf. But that, I guess, was not his desire. So he's going to have to try with Orc. The game has not started yet. It's taking them a moment to get the game rolling. Maybe a host bug slowing things down here a little bit. I'm going to be very interested to see what the bracket is going to look like in the end. As I mentioned earlier, the competition, especially in the upper bracket, is going to be really, really high. Colorful 1-0, Moon, Happy, Starbuck, Focus, and Kaho. Unfortunately, Lin isn't participating in this tourney. He turned down the invitation. Wait, is he playing in the Bedboom Classic? No, he's not. Lin also not playing in the Bedboom Classic. The top orc missing in the Bedboom and in the B Cup. And that means that the orcs will probably have a tough time. Normally, when Lin isn't there to carry the standard, then the orcs are suffering. Fortitude is... Wait, he's the defending champion, right? Hold on. Yes, he is. He won the grand final against Happy back in January. So he is coming into this as the defending champion. Fortitude looking in decent shape right now, but I wouldn't say in unbeatable shape. Right after Rara Land, he was looking unbelievable, but since then, Fortitude seems to have dipped a little bit again. 1-0, on the other hand, has been looking really strong lately. 1-0 versus 40 could be a sick matchup here in this Group C. 1-0, of course, also the defending champion of B Cup Season 12. It's been a while, but 1-0 once again seems to be in his top shape. And of course, Happy is, as always, one of the big favorites. Sock and LawLiet, I think also in Group A, going to be serious contenders. Fly, always a big question mark for me. In some tournaments, Fly does really well and overperforms, but in some others, you know, it's the classic Fly and the Blade Master dies 4 times in 30 minutes, and then it's looking a bit rough. And Group D, that's also a big question mark for me. Moon, Labby, and Starbuck. I feel like all these 3 have insane potential, but are a little inconsistent. So I'm not quite certain yet who's gonna be the favorite there. Going through the ELO standings, by the way, for our B Cup. It is 2 players out of the top. Wait. 3 players out of the top 10 missing. Lin isn't playing, 40 isn't playing, and Labby isn't playing. I'm sorry if I keep saying this, but it's a shame that Lin isn't playing. I'm a big-time Lin fanboy. Always love seeing his games. But Lin oftentimes is taking things chill, you know. Sometimes he competes. Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he feels like it. Sometimes he takes a breather. All right, and our next game is about to be ready. Twisted Meadows will be map number 2 here. Well, LawLiet could close it out already. Or XiaoKai could take us to a 3rd map. If he's the winner here. One minute, and then we're ready to join and find out. Why is Kaho not playing in the tournament? That's a good question. Seems like Kaho should be invited as one of the best Night Elves in the world. Highest ranked Night Elf in the world right now in the ELO standings. Maybe he couldn't manage with the schedule. I'm not sure. Alrighty. Map number 2 now ready and rolling on our favorite Twisted Meadows. Is it going to be you or Neo casting? Should be me for most of the days. I'm going to be here from today until Saturday. But Sunday, it's going to be Neo. And again, it's going to be the Fascia Headhunters. Like we saw throughout the entire day, this is XiaoKai's favorite strategy. I think this is basically the only thing he's played, actually. Starting things off with a Merc Camp. Good spawn here for LawLiet. If you don't get the Merc Camp spawn, playing a Warden is a lot more difficult. And indeed, again, it's the Warden. Like we saw earlier against Headhunters, she can work out pretty well, given the right starting conditions. And it's, of course, always levels. You want to creep and level as much as you can with the Warden. And a couple of nice items would go a long way as well. Big healing. Ring of Superiority. Pretty decent. Farseer again starting off with creeping. XiaoKai has been playing a lot of creep-heavy Farseer. I'm not sure if I love that approach so much, to be honest. Normally the Farseer is especially effective at being aggressive early. Whereas the Warden, she is the one who loves to play passive and just play the creep game and level up. I gotta say, with this approach, it does feel a bit like XiaoKai is playing into the hands of the Warden. But that being said, now LawLiet is the one who wants to be aggressive here. Even before level 3. Another one Shadow Strike on the Farseer right away. Indeed aggressive. Oh, little block here from the Headhunter. Good play from XiaoKai. Forces the blink. And that does find the kill, but that cost the Warden a lot of mana. Not the most efficient time usage for the Warden, I want to say. But now the Ancient of War is in position again at the next creep camp. Burzy has been hired.
Forces are under attack.
We're not going to be able to get too active here just yet. She's going to have to rely on higher levels first. But he's keeping an eye. Keeping an eye, distracting a bit. Slowing down the orc creeping just a bit.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now very, very close to level 3. I got a feeling LawLiet's going to commit this heal potion here to harass more. Pretty sure he will. Oh, Headhunter. Oh, denied. Has to be careful here with the boulder toss. If the Warden gets bouldered, she might die. I can't believe he's risking it. Okay, big heal potion now used, finally. And going for the Farseer right away with the Shadow Strike, but he also has a Cloak of Shadows. Does sort of feel like the Warden isn't too successful here early into the game. Well, I would love to steal the items here. Not even sure if you can kill the grunt here. Deny. Alright. No experience for the Warden, but a few units have been taken out.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, if the Warden was here, she could steal this. But she ain't. So Farseer gets the experience. Almost now level 3. While we have LawLiet on the way to tier 3. Very efficient creeping by LawLiet here. Using the Ancient of War for a third camp. Getting ready for bears and dryads. Quel'Thalas boots. Is that good on the Warden? It's a bit more damage, it's a bit more armor. It's also lots of gold though. Certainly not bad. I guess he would sell it if he's running out of inventory space. No expansions yet. Just one base up until now. Oh, and we're again bringing peons. XiaoKai is looking for an early push again. It looks like he doesn't want to allow the Warden to get into the ultra late game. Oh, Hex. But we are going to have plenty of Dispel here soon. Warden blinking away one more time. Tier 3 is done. She can now go for an Orb of Venom finally. Warden taking a good amount of damage here, though. Selling the TP. Lots of gold still. Waiting for the Master Training. Where are the abolished magics? They're a little bit late. But the Reach can also at the same time not be dispelled. Oh, Chain Lightning on the Wisp. They couldn't get to connect here, really. Shadowhunter lost all of his mana. Low HP as well. Getting hunted with this Orb of Venom. Oh, nice invul pass. Shadowhunter survives. And now the towers are almost finished. Kodo Beast, though, taking a lot of damage. I think this Kodo cannot be saved. The Warden blinking away just in time. Kodo goes down. Got the experience for it. A little bit more towards level 5. But there we go. 2 towers are standing. This is not a very comfortable position for LawLiet. Two Moonwells and the shop here might be going down. Going for an anti-magic potion even. That's kind of weird. I wonder why. Oh, Cloak of Shadows, though! Keeping the Shadowhunter alive, hiding in the shadows, as normally the Night Elves do. One bear here taking a lot of damage. Reach, of course, is amazing. But the bear goes down in the end. LawLiet looking for more kills. He's about to be level 5. Towers are still standing, but not much of the Orc army is left. When the bears get to connect, it is sick damage. Level 3 Shadow Strike, and I think that's going to be the big hero kill now. Farseer taking a lot of damage, ticking down still. The Orb and the Shadow Strike. And that is enough. Hero goes down, Warden close to 6, and LawLiet holds in the main base. It looked scary there for a little while. But LawLiet showing his experience with the Warden once again. His mastery does hold and wins. Last series of the day with his personal favorite.